I'm disappointing loss. I thought Georgia Southern outplayed us, mainly on the glass. That's the most glaring thing for me. We walked into this game with two real focal points. One was transition defense, and one was the glass. And we failed at the glass. It's disappointing. But in the end, this team is a winner, and we're going to continue to win. It's just a matter of fixing that. You're not going to win many games getting out rebounded by 16, and so none greater to have a test than coming in here on Saturdays. You got the number one rebounding team in the country as far as offensive rebounds. So perfect way to get tested. So I thought Peyton had an awesome game, and thank God. But we didn't have enough people play well offensively, and the story of the game is they dominated us on the glass, and they did a good job. And so we got to adapt to that better.
You talk about tests. I know you were talking about Saturday, but tonight, second quarter, you're playing basically without your two centers because they got 2 fouls. Mm-hmm. You play without Kiki during a key stretch. So you're playing different lineups. You're playing people in positions that they normally play in. Is that something you can kind of be glad that you were able to see?
Yeah, for me, especially late third, early fourth, I thought that was like a healthy moment for us, right? With Kiki out and watching Kobe and Jamia and Peyton kind of Caroline. I can't ever say enough good things about Caroline, but yeah, I thought that part was good. The first half, I thought Khadijah did a fine job coming in, but we were all out of whack in the first half in so many other ways. But yeah, the fouls didn't help. But to me, yeah, I think we have all this depth, and I feel better than last year or the year prior if there's a foul trouble or if somebody, God forbid, gets injured, stuff like that. I just think we have options. Doesn't mean they're always going to work, but like having Kobe King Hawea coming right, being able to fill that Kiki absence is really it's in the long run it's going to really help us. So yeah, I think you're right. And it was good. I mean, with Kiki out, and kind of just a little off her game today, having P step up and let it fly like the best of P is great. But they exposed some holes today. I thought they really kind of got us on the glass for no better term I can throw at you. And I just thought to me it was like we just didn't. They made us not play well overall, and so. Second quarter, I thought first quarter, second quarter. Really, it was just choppy, just real choppy, and it was almost like we were forcing offense as the lead was 4 or 5. It was like I got to get this back in one punch. Like it's just not how we got here, right? We got here, defending the right way, rebounding tough on the glass, and sharing the ball and trusting each other. And I thought it took us a while to get to that. Second half was better. But it just I thought we stalled a little bit in the fourth when we couldn't get P like a couple more threes, which is like 6 for 11. Like, come on. But I expect her to hit everything she throws up. She's that good. It's like every time she shoots, it's going in. But healthy in a way, Shane, yes. But that was just not our best effort. And Georgia Southern deserved that win. They got us. That was really it for me.
And, with Ward, mm-hmm. You obviously – anybody could see, she's averaging 18 points coming in and can score and everything. But it's the first time I can think of in a while where somebody on the other side was making the kind of plays Kiki normally makes.
No, she's phenomenal. Really good player, really hard to guard. What's funny is I think we did well enough on her, as crazy as that sounds. Okay, so 23 points on 22 shots. Like to me, I'm like, not like we locked her down, but like, all right. And then, but she got to her thing. She got her basically a game-winning shot, right? She's a phenomenal player, and I got a lot of respect for her. And I'm gonna leave it right there, because 23-9 on our court and a win, man, it's awesome for her. She deserved that.
Sorry, my voice is gone.
You're good.
You talked a little bit about, you can't say enough things about Caroline. She had 3 points, but it felt like she was just everywhere. And although she wasn't offensively on the scoreboard as productive as she normally is, when you have her guarding that well and that consistently for such a long period of time, how does that help for the team defensively, even when you're not getting those rebounds?
Huge. Huge. And it's, it's fair but unfair that, like, she does so much for us, and because she does all that, I don't ever judge her on her all. Like, I don't really care if she makes a shot or not. I'd love it if she throws in 3, right? But to me, 6 assists, no turnovers, 5 steals, right? And running the show, plays the whole second half again. She's a really, really important piece to us, and I know she's gonna be banging her head in the wall that I was 0 for 5 and I could have done this. Yeah, sure, but like she brings us so much value, and it's the consistency and the value. I really appreciate her for that. It's just too bad because I thought a couple of us played well enough to win, but overall you don't, man. If you get out rebounded 53-37 at James Madison, like I don't know many times I've ever felt that way. Now you probably look back last year, we played Maryland or West Virginia or something like that, but like that's not us. I was really disappointed in that, and I think that is the whole game. You can like storyline here, like right Peyton or lack of whoever else, or Ward, right, Shane. I mean that's the right thing, but to me, we got our butt kicked on the glass. They kicked our butt on the glass, and that's like. They control the whole game because of that. I mean, you get 24 second chance points. What? You can't. You better shoot the daylights out of it if you're giving somebody 24 second chance points. So that to me is the theme, and we're gonna fix that up. And based on our track record, we'll be fine. But we're gonna have to fix it.
Physicality, particularly on the glass and during those defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, you name it. That was something that this team hasn't seen, at least to the intensity and that you guys have seen this season, unless I'm missing something here.
Yeah,
but
I mean, they were physical. I thought we weren't, right? Like, I didn't think we fought the battle. I mean, we talk about setting the tone all the time. They have 10 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. That's the tone set the other way. So, like, we went into a fight with, like, our hands down, right? And I know we are physical enough to play with Georgia Southern, and we're going to be physical enough to play with Troy and whoever else, right? But like we were not today. They owned us today. They owned us on the glass today, and it's the difference maker. It's a 4-point game, but to me it's the difference maker. I think if you beat them on the glass like we set out to do every single game, I think it totally changes the game. But I got a lot of respect for them. Going in, I even talked to Kurt. I'm like, I don't see why they're 4-3 even, right? Like I'm watching their games. I'm like, man, they got shooting, they got inside presence, like they guard, they rebound. Like I'm like, so I got a lot of respect for them, and they got us today. They got us today.
And how do you turn a game like this, especially when you guys have a quick turnaround playing a game like Troy this weekend? Mm-hmm. How do you really turn this into like a learning experience, not only for this weekend, but for the rest of the season? And just how does that change your outlook at all? Or
yeah, I hope to make it a learning experience. That's why, I didn't feel like it was like a kick the chair type of post game, right, in the locker room. It was like, look, this is like what happened, and I can do a play. I can tell you what to run. I can tell you what I can't do that for you, right? I can't go out there and hit a body for you. And the amount we talk about it is they're probably so tired of hearing that. But I think it's good. Every once in a while, we won 13 in a row, right? So every once in a while, you got to get reminded how you got where you are. And I hope we can use this as a learning experience to value what got us here and what's going to continue to help us win down the road.
Preseason poll notwithstanding, I don't think anybody's shocked if they follow the sport that first time JMU and Troy play in the Sun Belt tied for first. I mean, kind of to be expected. But is it fun to get ready for that kind of game where you just look at the standings and it's two teams at the top and
I think
it's
so.
all right there.
Like right, and one of my biggest gripes last year, it was like we're irrelevant. right? Like last year, you're irrelevant. You're playing. You're like whatever we were, 7-4, whatever. It's like, no, man, we're chasing a championship, and Troy is one of the people in our, like, everybody's in your way, right, so to speak, one by one. But like, yeah, Troy's picked number one, been number one, right? And they're gonna be ready. You know it, because we got one of their assistant coaches right here. So, to me, it's fun. To me, the prepping of it is fun. The execution of it is fun, and that's how I want to be, man. This is fun. We're coaching basketball here, and so, like, yeah, I want to play for first place. I enjoy it. I enjoy that, and so, to me, that's what this thing is all about.